Okay, so here's a super serious preview for the Brighton game, a team who can no longer make the top six, and a team who genuinely are already on the beach, or in the infinity pool, or on a yacht, or weirdly in a club with Wayne Lineker. If you're the manager and you're in a club with Wayne Lineker, I've got to say, your footballing acumen is there. I'm sure he's a lovely guy. In fact, yeah, no judgment. I'm sure Wayne runs a great club. Don't know him personally, but I'm sure he runs a great club, as does Arne Slot. Both different kinds of clubs, both love integrating youth. Brighton are going to make for an interesting final away game of the season. Obviously, I've already said that they can't get any higher now. They are mathematically not in those European places, though actually the places may get pushed down if certain things happen. So, let's see. But, at the same time, I think maybe they're the ones with slightly more motivation. I think it's their last home game of the season. I actually need to check where Brighton are playing after they play us. Their games, matches for Brighton, where is it? Yeah, they play Tottenham away at the last game of the season. So this is actually their last home game of the season. We go away there, essentially having just had Boogate, which, by the way, if Arsenal were better and if Arsenal had made this title race go on longer, I don't think Boogate happens. Guys, in a very strange way, and I'm just saying because a few of my mates the other day were kind of asking this question, is this tinged with a sinister Arsenal tone? If Arsenal were better, would Trent have got booed because he wouldn't have announced it by, do you know what I mean? Really, it's Arsenal's fault that Trent got booed at Anfield. It's clutching, but it's funny. Do you know what I mean? Or at least it's funny to me. Anyway, Liverpool, I think, should play an amalgamation of a few different teams. The one that we played against Chelsea and the one that we played against Arsenal. Frankly, I think we should start Trent in this game. I know a lot of people are saying that we shouldn't. I know that there's a lot of you should never wear the shirt again type things. But I think Boogate was way too overblown. Liverpool fans should be allowed to express themselves. They should be allowed to express their own anger. And we should also then be allowed to cheer him out on the field. We're the fans. We should express ourselves. So should he. Do what you want. Do you know what I mean? And I think he should get a good goodbye. And the easiest goodbye, especially if we want to set a tone before we go back to Anfield for the Crystal Palace game, is the one where the away fans, who generally are the most appreciative or generally the most hardcore or generally the most understanding or generally seen as the most of anything, can have their moment with him. And I think Trent deserves that. I know that there is some bad water that's now gone under that bridge, but Liverpool fans aren't the kind of fans who just completely cut someone off coldly and, not see those people again. I get it, it's painful. But at the same time, we've just won a title. Let's start setting that festival, carnival atmosphere, running that all the way through to the following Monday and just enjoy ourselves. It genuinely is going to be an incredible week for Liverpool, no matter what anyone says. And I know that we've seen those great images of Mo Salah and Szoboszlai and all the players bonding. This is their final goodbye. I spoke about the last dance earlier this week. This is their final few weeks together as the squad that they are. That's about to be completely changed. We're already talking about other transfers. Don't ruin that. Do you know what I mean? Or at least do it in the best possible faith. Put it that way. I want to see Harvey Elliott play. I want to see Curtis Jones get a bit more game time. I want to see Endo get a run out. I'm looking at all these different versions of what this Liverpool team can be. Why play some of these guys? Give Trent a half and then give Conor Bradley a half and rotate the team out. Start experimenting. I want to see, frankly, the reason I think we would start Conor Bradley over Trent, I think Trent will get a sub, is more because I think Conor represents more of where we're going with the fullbacks, and that's why Tsimikas also got his run out. I want to see Robbo finish at Anfield. I want to see Trent start at Anfield. I think I want to see the other players rally around him. I want to see something in the matchday program addressing that. I think in many ways, what we are seeing here is Arne Slot basically saying look, I'm going to use him, but at the same time, this is me showing the fans powerful, we're a collective, and the collective should be able to express themselves. I respect it. I respect what Arne Slot is doing at Liverpool. As much as he's a player, I think he gets the dynamic with the Liverpool fans. And he knows, the respect is earned. It's not, as someone else put, I think in the comments, pensioned. So, yeah, it's an interesting game in the sense that it's a bit of a dead rubber between two of these sides. But do I get excited for every Liverpool game? Absolutely. Is it at 8 o'clock in the evening when we can sit down with a non-alcoholic beer and just enjoy ourselves, guys? Absolutely. Are Brighton a good side? Absolutely. Weirdly, like if you look at this Brighton starting lineup, it's kind of strange because a season ago, I think we would have been looking at a lot of these guys and suddenly we're looking at very different targets. João Pedro has been discussed. Baleba has been discussed. I think at one point, Estupinian, Vifa is certainly an interesting one. There's the old Feyenoord link there. Obviously, Lamptey at one point was a big one. Minter. There's a lot of names in there where you sort of go, well, what's going to happen with them this summer? I think there are a lot of Brighton fans also looking at saying goodbye from their perspective too. A lot of narrative runs throughout this game is what I'm saying. But personally, I think this team will start. I think we're going to end up seeing, we'll probably start Alisson. Bradley, I think we'll start Konate, Van Dijk, Tsimikas, Endo, McAllister. Ooh, who starts at 10? See, I want to start Elliott, but I think it's probably, after the past week, let's just see who's least hungover, right? Mo Salah, Diaz, Jota. Although I've got to admit, I do quite like Gakpo against Brighton in like that left wing position. I think we could definitely try and exploit that. So maybe we start Gakpo out there. I think that's a solid starting 11. We're really just getting ready for the Crystal Palace game, which I'd imagine most people are more looking forward to, the big lift, those kind of things. Everyone just wants to keep themselves ready for that, fit for that. Don't expect us to try too much in this game, boys. Whoever else can catch up behind us, Arsenal or whoever, it doesn't really matter at this point. The more interesting things that are going to happen this weekend are watching where everyone else falls and then just watching us just kind of tactically play with the freedom. I really enjoyed the tactical freedom with which we played against Arsenal. Obviously, Arsenal got the comeback, but I thought when we were good, you could kind of see some of those developing trends. We're treating this as a bit of a pre-season. Why bother ourselves too much over a game which really we don't need to prove ourselves in? I would be force-feeding Salah the ball. I'd be saying, go out there, take some pot shots, get your goals, get your stats up. Like, do some stats padding, enjoy it. It's that simple for me with Liverpool and Salah at this point in the season. Make him the great that he deserves to be. What else is there to do? The whole team really should be pointed at Salah and going, we're working to get you more goals. What else? So let me know in the comments below what you guys think is going to be the starting 11. Let me know how you're feeling overall about a couple of these late season performances now. I know that a couple of people are a little bit annoyed about the Arsenal result. I was laughing my way through it. Same goes for the Chelsea result. What are we doing here, guys? Who cares what the result is against these people? I know you want to, in the future, people go, well, they're the worst champions ever. Put the other context on it. We absolutely dominated the league for a very long time, and we demoralized the opposition to a degree where they just weren't going to catch up. They knew they weren't as good as us. They knew that we had a fully fit team. We kept the team as fit as we could throughout the season. We rode the moments where it was going bad, and we elongated that points gap against Arsenal. It's that simple, really. We're a great side. We've been a great Premier League team for a little while now. I'm excited to see who else comes in. So this is really about goodbyes and whatever else. Let me know what you're thinking going into this game. Where are you going to watch it? Monday night, 8 p.m. Not often we get these Monday nights. I don't mind doing Monday night now. Kind of like playing at a weird time. And then, we're preparing for next weekend. There are lots of transfer videos coming up on this channel because it's coming to be transfer season. Who do you want to see me cover? I will be in the Discord, I will be in the Patreon, and I will be enjoying your company in there. There is a super chat down there if you want to thank us for the work we've done this season and all the coverage. And I'll see you guys in the chat or wherever else I see you. There are comments down there. Get in them. I generally reply. See you guys in a while. Much love.